Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Train Like a Triathlon Pro. Today I'm going to bring you along for another big day of training, and we're going to have a nutrition focus today. So I'm going to show you everything that I eat. We're going to break down the number of calories and the macros and take you along for 3 massive training sessions. I have just got back home from my morning swim, did some aerobic 200s this morning, and I'm just about to dig in to breakfast, hence why I got the camera out just now. I'm having my usual for my breakfast, so I've got some porridge with some chocolate chips, and I'll put up the macros on the side here, but that comes to about 900 calories, which is pretty substantial. But having just done a humongous 3K swim and knowing that I've got to go out on the bike for 3 hours in a few minutes, I think this is a pretty appropriate breakfast. But just as a caveat for this whole video, I'm not a nutritionist. This is not nutritional advice. Please don't eat like this if you don't do this much exercise, because that's obviously not good for you. But with that in mind, I'm going to chow down on my breakfast and I'll see you all out on the road in a minute. We are out in Epping again, and the weather is just freaking amazing. Don't get this too often in the UK, so really enjoying it and appreciating it, even though it's a little bit cold. But gotta take your wins where you can. Stopping about halfway through the ride right now to have a look for more food, and since we're talking about nutrition, I'll break it down. So I've got about 60 grams of carbs worth of sweets. We've got some jelly fruit sweets and some jelly babies, and then I've also got 120 grams of carbs. That's at a 1 to 0.8 glucose to fructose. I can't remember which way around it goes. Ratio, whichever's the right around, using table sugar and maltodextrin with a little bit of extra salt in there. So that's 180 grams of carbs for 3 hours, 6 grams of carbs an hour, easy ride, pretty much bang on what I'd normally do. So I had lunch a little while ago now, and since then I've just been getting some studying done. For my lunch we had some leftover salmon that we didn't eat for an evening meal this week. So Danny and I both had a piece of salmon just pan-seared with some courgette and garlic on the side, and then some couscous. Again, I'll put up all the numbers just there, and we'll kind of talk through what the macros are at the end of the video, and I'll give you my reflection because I haven't actually seen it yet. And now I'm just, having spent the afternoon getting some work done, doing some editing and stuff, I'm just sitting down to have a bit of an afternoon snack. It's just gone 5 o'clock now. Normally I would have my yogurt, granola and blueberries in the evening before bed, but I'm running track this evening. It's going to be a pretty big session, so I'm going to have dinner after that. So this is kind of a pre-track meal, a couple of hours before, to make sure that I'm properly fueled for that evening session. So that was a pretty tough track session. All in all, I got back a little while ago now, just finished having my dinner, but I'm still pretty broken from that track session. We did 3 by 10 minutes at threshold, so around 3:55 pace per K for me. Really pleased with it, gave it my all, wore my fast shoes, really pleased. But yeah, it's taken a humongous amount out of me, and I am pretty freaking shattered from it now. But nevertheless, I thought I'd just kind of finish up this video. We can talk about, you know, what I ate and how it all went. So like I said, I've just finished having my dinner. For that I had a chicken breast with a bit of pesto, again some sweet potato, some courgette, and just roasted in the oven with a little bit of light seasoning. That was really nice. Again, that's a pretty standard breakfast, as all of my meals have been so far today. Also, I forgot I had a protein shake with my lunch today after my ride, so I'll put the macros for that up on screen now. This is my pretty typical protein shake. It's just milk, a banana, some oats, and 2 scoops of whey protein. Have it pretty much every single day after one of my exercises Just really easy way to get in some extra calories and make sure that I'm hitting those protein requirements. But now you've seen everything I eat, let's add it all up and talk a little bit about my philosophy when it comes to what I eat. Today I ate just over 4,500 calories with 608 grams of carbs, 176 grams of protein and 155 grams of fat. And like I said, although I don't normally track my calories, I'm just doing that for this video. I think that's pretty typical of what I normally have. Sometimes it'll be slightly more if I've got a longer or a harder bike ride. I might be fueling that with more carbs. Sometimes it might be slightly less. On a rest day, I normally just drop the carbs from the ride, that type of thing. But it's normally going to be around this type of number. Now, obviously that's an incredible amount of food to eat, and I definitely could have eaten more today considering the amount of exercise that I'm doing at the moment and doing today. However, I think that with the sheer volume of exercise I'm doing at the moment, I'm actually maintaining my race weight, my goal weight, the same as I have throughout the last week or so of training like a triathlon pro. And I'm really pleased with my energy levels. I'm not suffering in any workout. So I think I'm eating appropriately considering the amount of exercise I'm doing. My kind of guiding principle when it comes to what I do nutrition-wise is just I make sure to try and fuel the work I'm doing. If I've got a really big day, I eat extra on top of what I would normally eat just to maintain normal bodily functions. If I'm doing slightly less, I still eat a fair amount because it's really important to keep supplying our bodies with enough nutrients to repair from the damage we've done on our heavy training days when we take a recovery day. However, I do back off slightly and eat a little bit less when compared to a really big workout day, just making sure that I, again, fuel the work rather than trying to starve myself. And when you're doing enough work, it does kind of mean you can eat whatever you want. Hence, not all of my nutritional choices today or on any day are that good. I eat a lot of chocolate, I eat a lot of just straight sugar when I'm on the bike, and that might not be the healthiest thing for most people to do, but I feel really good and I'm training really well, so I'm not too worried about that. But let me know what you think of my diet. I cannot wait to get absolutely roasted in the comments. I'm sure you're going to tell me I should be eating this or shouldn't be eating that, or maybe I shouldn't be drinking just straight sugar water. I cannot wait to hear it. Please roast me in the comments. I will try and reply to as many of them as I can in the most polite way possible. But if you say something silly, you get a silly response. That is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, let me know if you want me to do another one of these what I eat in a day where I break down everything and the macros. Let me know in the comments. Like this video, share it with another friend, especially if you think that they eat a little bit weird or they're just interested in people's eating and triathlon training. But until the next one, I will see you all then.